Hey guys, it's Florin here, and you guys are probably wondering why in my last video I didn't say yo guys, it's your mates Stream Spugger here. Remember like my old bit like intro that I used to say in my older videos. You guys are probably wondering why I didn't say that in my last video, and that's because I've got news for you guys. I'm gonna be like changing my name, so like the name like Extreme Swagger HD is gonna be like no more. I'm gonna be like changing that name to something else, and yeah, it's weird because like I've had like Extreme Swagger for like a really like long time. I've had it like since like I've had it for about like seven years now. I've had it since like 2014. Extreme Swagger, and yeah, let's just like bid farewell to that name, Extreme Swagger. But I'm gonna be like just like creating like a new YouTube name like, and to be honest like uh the name kind of like sounds, I don't know, cheesy now. Like I made it like when I was in like year seven, and it sounds like the name sounds a bit I don't know, a bit cheesy old so because I made it like when I was like really young, like 11 years old. But yeah, and you guys are gonna like see when I change my name what it's gonna like be like. It's gonna be like a somewhat like decent name. Yeah. But you guys gonna see that like yeah, I'll try to like think of like a creative name this time around. Yeah. Uh, but guys, this is the second episode of my gaming new series. The second episode of my gaming new series. And first off, like there's just like you know how like I said there was like a whole lot of like news in the last video, like a whole lot of like gaming news went on going on in the last video. Well, like there's like quite a lot of like gaming news like that's gone on again recently, and yeah, it's just a lot to talk about, guys. Like it's yeah, but starting off with like the first news is that Sony confirms 25 new exclusive games coming exclusively for the PlayStation 5, and yeah, that's like really like good news. Like that's just like really like good news, guys. Like that's like just like loads of exclusives like coming for like the PS5. Uh, and they're saying that like half of like the 25 new exclusives that Sony are gonna make, half of them are gonna be like are gonna be like new IP from Sony, brand new IP from Sony. I don't know how exciting that sounds, guys, but that's just like really exciting. Yeah, and uh, like that's just like really exciting because I remember like people saying that Sony are gonna like stay safe. Like people are worrying that Sony are gonna like stay safe, and they're just gonna like keep on cannibalizing uh their the front like the games they have now, like The Last of Us, God of War, uh well, Horizon Zero Dawn, Spider Man, and yeah, they're just gonna like keep on like releasing those same games and cannibalizing them. And this whole like discussion started like when Sony like cancelled Days Gone 2. Like Sony when Sony cancelled Days Gone 2, which I like get into that's like a whole like a whole nother like topic that I'll get into another video. But Sony cancelled Days Gone 2, and yeah, I'm gonna be like explaining my opinions on that in another video. But like when like Sony cancelled Days Gone 2, um like people thought that Sony like they're just gonna like like making like the same games and they're not gonna like be making like any like new IP like um or anything. Like they're just gonna like be like focusing on like the same games and like Sony it's gonna be like how like Microsoft like in like the Xbox One generation the only games they're focused on were Forza, Gears, and Halo. Like that's what people said that it was gonna be like again. And um this news is just proof that like Sony's not doing that. They're not like focusing on just like those games and cannibalizing them. But they're gonna like be like making like new IP which is like good. Another thing that people were saying is that Sony like are just gonna like be focusing on like the triple A like single player story driven games and they're not gonna be like focusing on like double A games because like Days Gone 2 is like a um um like Sony like uh like don't like really like care about like double A games and they only care about like triple A single player triple A games. Uh well that's not really like true like this like news just confirms that that's not really true and Sony like have like Sony haven't just like focused on like triple A games like they've released games like Demolition Derby and they've released games like which like Bug Snacks as well. Remember Bug Snacks? Like they released that wasn't those aren't triple A game like triple A games. So they've definitely not focused on just like triple A games. But um but even when like those games released, like they don't really like do well. And not that many people like bought them. So like um I can understand why Sony like will be wanting to focus on AAA games, but this news just confirms that they're not doing that. Like Sony's not gonna be focused on AAA just AAA games. But anyway, moving on, Sony announces that new DualSense colors, new colors like for like the DualSense controller, the PS5 controller are coming, and Sony has announced Cosmic Red and Midnight Black as the colors, the new colors that are coming, and I guess like it's just like easier for Sony like to create like controllers, like it's just easier for Sony to create controllers because like they're like like consoles like have like this like chip shortage. They're having like this like chip shortage problem at the moment, and that the whole like issue with like the scalpers and stuff like that. But like controllers that have like the same chip problem, like they don't really have like the same chip shortage problem as the consoles do. So like like controllers can be like easier to make. I think yeah. Uh, for, like they can be like easier for Sony to make. Yeah. Um, and I've got like a I don't know. I think I might be like I might think of like picking like one of these like controllers up. I don't know, or maybe not because I've got a PS5, but it's not really my PS5. It's my brother's PS5. So I'm yet to get my own PS5 console yet. Yeah, but yeah, they've announced like new colors for the DualSense. So Cosmic Red and Midnight Black, and the next news is that Jeff Grubb confirms in the industry analyst Jeff Grubb he confirms that Starfield Starfield like the exclusive game one of the exclusive game like one of the games that are going to be made by Bethesda. One of the new games coming out from Bethesda. Um, I think like in 2021 or like 2022, I don't know. But he announces that Starfield will be it's gonna be like a Xbox and PC exclusive, and well, he confirms that it's gonna be like an Xbox and PC exclusive, and it's not gonna be coming to the PS5 or Xbox. No, it's not gonna be coming to the PS5 at all. It's just gonna be coming to the Xbox and PC, and I don't know like why he's confirmed this. Like we already like knew this already. Like I think we really like knew that Starfield wasn't gonna like be coming to the PS5 like from like um the 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 event that Xbox did in March, the roundtable event, where Phil Spencer said that. Remember, like he said that the games, Bethesda games will be exclusive to um the Xbox ecosystem and not just the Xbox platform. That and by that he meant Xbox Game Pass. PS5 doesn't have Xbox Game Pass, so that means that it's not coming to PS5. So we kind of like knew that from then, and yeah. So I don't know why he's confirmed this now again. Yeah, but that's just like a thing that is confirmed. Yeah, and another news. Well, this is like a rumor. I wouldn't really call it like news, but it's just like a rumor. A new rumor like is that there's gonna be like another Sony will create like another PS5 revision at the end of 2022. There's gonna be like another PS5 revision, and yeah, like Sony will like wanna like ship um apparently like Sony are gonna like do this to ship more PS5s out there because like PS5s are like so hard to get, like as I said before, the whole like scalpers issue, like it's really like big right now. Yeah, and that's just like news that is big, but yeah, to combat that issue, Sony was gonna like be like like releasing like a PS5 revision starting from the end of like 2022. So and people think that this is gonna be like a PS5 this like console is gonna be like a PS5 Slim model. I don't think it's gonna be like a in my opinion, I don't think it's gonna be like a PS5 Slim. I think it's gonna be like a was like this has always been like done before in the past. Uh, this is like nothing new. Like I remember like in the seventh generation PS3, um, there was the fat model, the original 60 gigabyte fat model that released in 2006 uh, as the launch model for the PS3. And then in 2007 there was a revision of the console that was 80 gigabyte 80 no in 2007 there was a revision of the console that was 80 gigabytes and I remember the console didn't have PS2 backwards compatibility. It removed that feature uh, from the console, and yeah, I just think this is like the same like the thing like the PS it's just like Sony and Microsoft like they've always like um stripped out, and even like Nintendo like to a certain extent they've always like stripped out like features um from their consoles as like the console generation like goes along. They've always like stripped out features like from the consoles. Sony have done this like since like the PS1, and yeah, it's just like something they've like always done. Yeah, but uh, that's just like anyway, that's like what I think on that news. And yeah, that's like all like the gaming news that's gone on in the gaming world, guys. It's like been like a lot like there's been like some like really like good news for Sony like recently. Like they've announced like new like two new colors for the Dualsense, and the 25 new exclusive games. Like those are like really like good news for Sony, because like before we were just like hearing like bad news about Sony. Like I remember like the like Sony, like the people were talking about the C bomb, like the like this like battery issue inside the PS3 and PS4 consoles that like just wiped any that like could damage, like potentially like damage the console, and potentially like wipe all your like physical games or use game did did like all your like digital games as well. Yeah. That was like a issue back then, and it's still like kind of it's still kind of is an issue now. But and there was the whole like Sony like wanna like shut down PS3 and PSP stores. They're gonna like do that, but they reversed the decision not that long ago now. And yeah, like so like overall it's been like really like good news for Sony. And there's been like some stuff like we've heard, so like already, like Jeff Grubb like confirming that Starfield is gonna be like a Xbox and PC exclusive. We already like kind of like knew this already from like March and the March like roundtable event before. But yeah. Anyway, that's all the gaming news for today, guys. And yeah, like it's been like a lot going on recently, but that's all the gaming news for today, guys. And yeah, I'll see you later.